Hey everyone. Uh, this will be our second last facilitator briefing. And again, it's been just an absolute pleasure, privilege to serve with all of you over the past 6 months. Can't believe it's been that long. It's been awesome. Last week, unholy soul ties. What a spiritual battle victory for Christ's name, for God's kingdom. Strongholds torn down, evil spirits rebuked, in the name of Jesus Christ, lifted high and glorified in that time of worship, in that time of prayer, in that time of being honest and open. My prayer has been and continues to be for you and the participants that it is not just one night, not just this 45-minute or hour and a half experience, but a life altering, life shifting, generational change that will come. It's just a beautiful vision God gives to us. As we go through, we're coming right up to grad night and it's coming up super exciting. We'll send out the invitations to you guys this week that you'll have a PDF version that your participants can email out and send out to the people they want to invite. It is on March the 1st. That'll still be on a Wednesday. The time of it is I'm sorry, threw myself off here. I don't have that included. I'll have it in the printout there, but I'm going to keep going. And it's going to be at the Pacific Community Church. I'll have the address listed there as well. They're going to have testimonies on grad night. Everybody will be doing a cardboard testimony. You guys have seen these in person before. Sometimes if you've only done it online, they were just a piece of paper. But the in-person one is a large poster board. It'll be a large poster board. We'll have some examples, and across it, three very, very, very dark labels on the front, and then they will flip it over, and then three victorious identities on the back. They will complete this after the cross night session. So after this week's session, during small group time, you're going to work on it together in class, and we'll provide you with the poster boards and the markers. Everybody does this. And then the second one, everybody also does a written testimony, but not everybody is going to share on grad night. I'll say that again. Everybody needs to produce and prepare a written testimony, but not everyone will share on grad night. So what do? They write their written testimonies. The instructions are there. They need to email that to you. That's actually their homework for week 20, between week 20 and week 21. So once they've written it out, emailed it to you, you read through them, pick one or two that you think really are the most altering, maybe some different themes that are there, and then send that on to myself and Emerson. We're going to read through all the groups and pick probably a handful, 5 to maybe 7, just to get a capture of all the different types of themes that are there that they will need to expand on a little bit more, and then present at grad. So maybe we'll only have about 5 to 7 people actually presenting on grad night. So those are the two types of testimonies, the cardboard testimony and then the written testimony. Some examples are there for what the 3-point outline is for the written one. And remember, once you get the written testimonies, you can send that out to us as well. And then we need to start looking through those. The team wrap up Saturday the 18th. We have confirmed it will be at our home. Very excited to host you all. Spouses are invited, and 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. we'll be providing dinner, time of fellowship, time of encouragement, time of celebration. You guys have worked so hard, and we cannot wait to just celebrate you and thank you for all of that. The testimonies and setup teardown this week is Rachel's group and Steven's group. If you guys could both kind of coordinate that, that would be fantastic. And so this week is Grace and a new name, Cross Night, as it is known. For some, you've only experienced it online. For others, you've experienced the hybrid of both. And for some, you've only experienced it in person. We're going back to the fully in-person version again, which is just so exciting. The flow of the evening, Pastor Ken will teach at the beginning for about 30 minutes. He runs through the cross night experience, the nailing of the labels, the painting, the robing, all of that. Then we pause. Emerson and I will come on and describe this process of the evening. And then we start into the evening, the immersive, interactive evening of nailing people's labels to the cross. People will spend some time couple minutes of reflection, writing down all their labels. Then worship music will be playing in that time. We'll come on, we'll introduce that there to come up to the front. We might have one of the facilitators demonstrate that, coming to the front, nailing the labels to the cross, and then we will robe you with the robe of righteousness. The chain of events after that is whoever has the robe on after they have their time of prayer, thanking God, soaking in that beautiful salvation and washing clean. Then they take their robe off and pass it on to the next person who's just finished nailing their labels, so on and so forth until everybody's gone through. We'll probably have two hammers going just to not make too much of a ruckus, and a few robes going at the same time that people can experience that together if they wish with their group members, however that works. And yeah, and that'll be the whole evening. And then after that finishes, Pastor Ken comes back on video to wrap that up also. Small group time. There's a few questions there. Really want to focus on just that energy, that encouragement, that beautiful lifted spirit of receiving these new names. Pastor Ken goes through what's called, who am I? That's the page 116 and 117. If you see it there, there's who am I, and there's this idea of who they are in Christ, these new names. On the back, it talks about a few lies that Satan might try to cripple them with. It's kind of the same card, my identity, lies that Satan tells you, and then God's truth. That helps to brainstorm some ideas for the poster board as well. So spend the first part of it talking about what were some of these labels that you carried? What are some of the new names, the transformation that Jesus has brought about through Freedom Session, through the past 19 weeks? What has that culminated to? And then spend the last maybe 10 minutes or so of group, depending on how artistic you are, making these nice poster boards. When you finish with it, don't take those poster boards home. Give them back to us and we'll collect them, save them for grad week. Please remind everybody at the end of your small group time to work on their 2-minute testimonies. That is their homework, working on their 2-minute testimonies, as well as continuing on in their amends, continuing on in their forgiveness, all of that. If they haven't completely done that, if there's excuse cards still holding on to it, just plug on those heartstrings and those pieces, checking in from an accountability standpoint. You guys have made it so far. This is just such an awesome experience. I'm so thankful. It's so much joy each week that Emerson and I get to serve alongside you guys and chat and hear the stories. And just a couple more weeks before we get to really celebrate, walk across that stage together. So thank you all. Take care. God bless.